Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Bad news coming out of the world of Catelynn and Tyler, and I feel so sad because I just put out my first happy story about them. And I want to give you guys a disclaimer. I was saying this on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, then you know, but if you don't, I haven't watched the last episode of Teen Mom OG, and I don't plan to watch anymore until the reunion because there's only so much couch dwelling and complaining about baby daddies that I can take. I've tried to watch it for you guys, but literally nothing happens, and at this point, I'm ready to claw my eyes out. So I'm like, you know what? I can't. I just can't. I'll watch the reunion though and recap it to you from there. But anyway, back to Catelynn and Tyler. So it seems that Brandon and Teresa actually denied them a visitation request to see their, original birth daughter, Carly, who we were introduced to in their 16 and pregnant episode. In the scene, we saw Catelynn and Tyler with their adoption counselor, Dawn, and they were both visibly flustered and frustrated and sad about the fact that they continuously ask Brandon and Teresa, who are the parents of their birth daughter, Carly, for visitation with her, and they haven't been getting any responses. And Catelynn kind of essentially just says, you know what, I want to know one way or the other. Just don't ignore me. Tell me yes or no. And so we found out later that the answer was no to visiting Carly, and Tyler took to Twitter with an actually surprisingly mature set of responses to the whole situation. So to a user who asked, he said, they will always be justified because they are her parents and we're not. He also continued with, we do have an open adoption and they're just making decisions that they think are best for Carly, which is exactly what they should do. One of you guys further let him have it by saying that he and Catelynn aren't a good example of a successful open adoption, to which he actually agreed. If anything, I think Catelynn and Tyler are a great example for adoptive parents to see how adoptions can go left sometimes, in that you might be unfortunate enough to receive a set of parents who are completely ungrateful for the fact that you choose to love and raise quote unquote their children and put in all the endless hours of work, money, sacrifices and stuff like that, while they act like you should be worshiping the ground that they walk on for, birthing a child. So in that respect, kudos to them for showing people that it's not all sunshine and roses, and you will be sometimes paired with ungrateful birth parents who feel entitled to everything to do with your child. To be clear, no one's saying here that Catelynn and Tyler will never ever have visitation with Carly. The terms of their adoption state that they can request time with Carly, but it's up to Brandon and Teresa to accept or deny them. So it could be just going like this for the next couple of years. And Carly's getting to that age where she's starting to understand things a lot better. I mean, it was a lot easier when she was younger because she was, not really cognizant enough to know the difference between birth parents and adoptive parents. But now as she gets older, it might get too complex to have them visiting her all the time. So I totally see where Brandon and Teresa are coming from, in addition to the fact that Catelynn and Tyler are showing more and more that they are irresponsible, lazy. They haven't stuck to pretty much any of the promises that they made to Carly when she was born. And you guys saw what happened. They post really inappropriate photos and videos of their own daughter, Novalee, on social media. They say offensive things to certain communities. They just aren't really representing themselves all that well. And you know what? In an episode in this season, Tyler even said that he would give up his visitation with Carly just so that he could post photos of her on social media. And that just shows that this is someone who cares more about his followers and his digital rep than his own child. And he's just generally been really ungrateful and off-putting towards Brandon and Teresa. So I don't blame them one bit. Now let's talk about this mysterious spin-off show The Hollywood Gossip is reporting that Farrah may be getting in the future. They're claiming to have network insiders who told them that the reunion show Beatdown was actually a publicity stunt in order to garner up buzz for her upcoming spin-off show. I don't know whether or not I personally believe this rumor, but it is pretty plausible. MTV has already tried the whole spin-off thing. Remember, they tried with a spin-off of Macy, but it turns out that she was more boring than watching paint dry, so they kind of played it off as being specials for all the girls. So they went back and reshot all of them for, one-off episodes. I think that they could actually potentially try it again. Farrah's proven to be addicted to reality television shows. She's been on at least 3 others. I think she's coming up on her 4th, and people seem to like watching her. The ratings do pretty well when she appears on various television shows. So I do kind of see this as a 50-50 chance. It's definitely not completely believable, but at the same time, it's definitely not completely unbelievable either. The part part that's really getting me is that MTV in this show that they really tout as exemplary and learned lesson, I don't know that they would use it to create fake violence for the purpose of promoting someone's spin-off. But do you guys? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, as well as your thoughts on the whole Catelynn and Tyler open adoption drama-rama. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, or follow me on social media as well, where I do love chatting with you. And feel free to check out another one of mine down below and subscribe for more. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching.